One time.
I want to talk about this photo project you put together around 420. I had so much fun looking at it the first time because you have been around for so long, but you've also been present. You're around, but even though a couple hundred people, couple thousand people showed up to 420 specific this year, you were one of them, and you put together this kind of 10 years of 420 look that was fascinating to see how an event grows, how it changes, how a city grows around it too. But obviously everything has changed in that time, specifically legalization. But from your lens, how has the Denver 420 rally changed since you've been going and covering it?
I would say for the main way I've noticed it change is obviously going to be just in size mostly. It's
Sure.
just physically a larger event. I'd say like the main observation honestly has been the change that it used to feel a little more, the first few years I went, like 06 was my first year, felt more like a celebration to me personally. As I became more involved in the cannabis movement, it became more about the activism. And, I think it kind of depends on who's there, how they're seeing it, their own perspective. From my perspective, it seems to have lost the sense of activism that it once had. It used to be more geared up as a rally. People would speak on stage about political issues. That's sort of shifted to more just about the culture, just about the performers on stage. I didn't see one single activist group out there this year, aside from people with Jordan's organization collecting signatures. And that was just them out there collecting signatures, whereas a lot of other cannabis events of that size, you'd want to see maybe some booths from some various, legalization initiatives or drug policy reform in general, prison reform, all kinds of community organizations that could have been out there trying to educate people while they still have a good time, but, kind of getting people involved and active. And I didn't really see a lot of that, whereas I feel like the first earlier years, there would be people on stage, started with just a guy with a megaphone first year. I didn't even know who the guy was, you know what I mean?
Sure.
I still actually don't, but...
You don't?
No, I still don't know. I have a picture
wow.
of the back of the guy's head, and I'm like, I don't even know who that guy is. Nope. Definitely it wasn't the individual who organizes it now that I'm referencing.
Sure.
But it's just... I'd say that's my main organization, again, from my perspective, is just the increase in size and the sort of reversal from activism focus to just the culture.